Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Dinosaur Survival World. Today we're starting off right where we left off, except I don't think this was there. Last time I told you guys that I was going to work on this area, on this forest, and this is what I'll show you guys what I've done so far. So kind of just walk along here. There's not much to show, but we've got again the redwood and the pine trees, and again these thinner trees. It's the same as over there, which is why I didn't show it on camera, just because you guys know how I do these kinds of things, so it's not very entertaining to show you guys. But I also added a pond here with a little waterfall that kind of goes between these rocks, and then the sugarcane and the cattails. And then over here, the forest keeps going and going, and I'll kind of just jump over here. So we got the same kind of like purple flowers. So we got violets. I think these are wildflowers, yeah. And this kind of just goes all around the lab. These are lavender flowers. And obviously there's the lab. But I also worked on that area down there. So if we just go down there, then I'll show you guys. And I also added this spruce tree. So the reason I did that is because if you guys see, you can see a difference between the two different colors of grass. And so I'm kind of just integrating two different biomes, and I'll put some redwoods on that side, and obviously I put a spruce wood tree on this side, but eventually, it'll be all spruce forest there, and as we've seen, it'll all be like redwood-ish over here. But it's just having a little bit of integration between. I think that'll do it some good. And then I also worked on this cliff area here. So kind of different than this and this, these two types of cliffs, but I think it works well. But yeah, so it's the same texture, just different shapes. So this one kind of goes round and up, and this one kind of just goes in, just like that. So two different types of cliffs, but I think it works well together. And then I'll show you guys the whole thing. So yeah, this is what I've been working on. And now let's get on with today's video. So what I had planned, oh, actually, I did get some names for the two dinosaurs, the Pachycephalosaurus that are down there. Ow, ow. But here's one of them. They seem to be doing fine. They're fully grown just for how much time it took me to do the forest on the other side. But they're fully grown and they're happy. One's here, the other one is probably in the back here. No? Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Um, oh, there it is. Okay, awesome. Oh, this one's not happy. But typically what I've found is that these guys get stuck and they don't want to move. Oh. If you just move them to some grass, because I think, yeah, it's hungry, it's not eating. And I don't have anything on me. It's kind of what I don't understand is that. Oh God. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's just go get some leaves. We'll hand feed it, I guess. I don't know why, but sometimes it get kind of glitched. And it's weird. Typically I get in previous versions of the mod, um, you get some text messages in the chat that kind of just say, oh, there we go. But I don't know why. Sometimes they just don't move. They kind of get clipped on something, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's definitely a weird behavior. And I also put a ball in this enclosure, but I lost it somehow. It seems to be gone forever, lost in the void. But I also put this thing right here, a tethered log, so they can play with. This one's not moving as well. I don't know why. Like sometimes I have to break a block for them to move. See, there we go. Same thing here. It might be the pressure plate. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it's this block. Yeah, it might have something to do with the grass. I genuinely don't know. Maybe I should just take out the grass surrounding the blocks. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on them though. Make sure they're okay. But for now, I think they'll be fine. But I checked up on Charlie as well, the Leopleurodon. He's fine. I gave him some food for his feeder, and he has squid spawning for him, so I'm not too stressed. But he's fine. So yeah, eventually this biome, actually I can show from up top here. I started building it slowly, just like across this higher platform from this area. Um, and eventually this will kind of wrap around to the front of the lab and will connect with that area down there. So kind of this entire area is going to be this biome. But today we're not working on that. We are working on something else just for a change of scenery, I guess. But we're going to be working on the Treasury, so it's something that I showed you guys um, a while ago. I think in my first episode, not even, I think it was for a secret project or something. But I have been working on it a little bit, so I'll show you guys what I've done. And by working on it, I mean I've literally just been digging the hole. So this eventually, maybe not this path exactly, but eventually there's going to be our treasury over here. And I've got some huge plans for this. So I'm really excited to see how it'll end up. But as you can see, I don't know if this was already dug out. I know this wasn't there because I've been, whoa, no. It's like a window to heaven almost. Oh, and it goes. That's weird. Maybe if I, and then this, oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's weird. So, I lost my track. Okay, so yeah, I've been digging up here, and that's gonna be the height I'm gonna go up to. But if I dig this out by hand, even with Tinker's Construct and this hammer, it's still gonna take me forever. And I discovered something, which is these things, EFLNs, um, which are typically used for mining, but this is mining, so we'll take it. Um, and as you can see, I've been kind of experimenting with it. I'll take off the shaders because we're underground and it's not really worth the trouble. I don't know how long this is going to take though. But yeah, I've been experimenting with it and it works really well. Like I think it will take maybe 20 times less time to excavate this whole area, which is really nice because it is a long and boring process. But one, this makes it fun because I get to blow up stuff, and two, it doesn't take as much time. So I'll show you guys how it works in a second for those who don't know what this is. But yeah, basically this was about 16 of these, and I made this huge area. And it's really cheap, that's why I have gunpowder and flint, so it's literally just this. And it makes 16 or 64, but it's a 1-for-1 basically. And so if I just do this, there it goes. And what's nice about it is that it drops all the items that it takes out. So it's not like TNT where the blocks closest to the explosion just disappear. They do drop all of the blocks, which is nice because if you look here, this is a perfect circle. Or as perfect as you can be in Minecraft. And you can imagine what happened is that I went to go open a chest, and yeah, this thing just launched right there, and it blew all my chests up. And I was lucky because I emptied these out before I started the video, but there's still some stuff in here. And also, I only had 6 of these shulker boxes before, but now I have 9. So I don't know how that works, but we'll take it. It's a dub. And yeah, so I might make a time lapse of this just because it might be satisfying to watch. That window's still there. Maybe if I hold on. What if I do this? There we go. I blew out the window. But yeah, so I'll make a time lapse of this. I'll try to get as much done today, and I'll get back to it tomorrow probably. But I'll cut back when all of this is done or if I have something interesting to say. But eventually, now that I have a way faster way, that's some good English right there, but if I have a faster way to excavate this, which I do now, I might consider making this area a lot bigger. So just push this back by 50 blocks maybe, but we'll see. So I'll start excavating this area and we'll see how it looks then. And we're back. So this is what I've done so far. Again, this is in the space of like 20 minutes, actually maybe half an hour, 40 minutes, but still a lot less time than it took me to get rid of that. And a lot more fun too. But I ran through 3 stacks of those. I think it's EFLN? Yeah, EFLNs. So I ran through 3 stacks of those, which is 3 stacks of gunpowder. And now I'm out of gunpowder down here. So I'll go back to my starter house. I think I have some stacks left there. But after that, I'll be out. So maybe once I went out of gunpowder, what I might do is build a creeper farm. And I think that's a good way to get consistent creeper or gunpowder. And I don't know if I'm gonna build like a traditional one with no mods, so the ones that vanilla players use, or build a modded one. I think I'm gonna go with a modded one because I have a bunch of broken spawners. Actually, I'll just go show you guys. But before I do that, some of the stuff was already here, but this is basically all that I got from mining this entire area. There's some stuff. Obviously, I didn't get 2 blocks of diamonds from this entire area, but this is the most recent batch of what I've been mining. And of course, a bunch of cobblestone, just mostly what I've got, but yeah. I'll also, in between cuts for this, I'll transfer all of this back to the main area. Actually, I want to check from up here, see how it's looking. Yeah, so this is something that I've found, which just means at the end, which I already knew, but I'll have to go around and clean the place up. Most importantly, just the sides, to get the sides smooth and straighten out at the end there, but that's more of a cleanup thing more than anything else. And yeah, oh, you guys will see my house with no shaders. But yeah, This area looks weird without shaders, but I still like it. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a trek. So eventually, I know I say this every time I get in here, but eventually I will start building the interior. Maybe next episode. I'm collecting some materials for that place over there and that place over there. I want that corner to be a library, that area there to be a dining hall, and then I got some ideas for this place, but this is a pretty big area to plan out. So some of it will just be going with the flow, but I do have some ideas that I want to get to eventually. Oh, am I gonna make that? Okay, I will. I didn't think I was gonna make the water. But yeah, so there's a lot more cobblestone over here that I've been mining. Um, what was I going here for? Oh yeah. Um, so gunpowder. I do have some. I have, I think, 3 more stacks left. Is that? It's carrying paper, right? It is. Oh, I'm not gonna kill it. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to right click to see if I can pick it up, but it doesn't look that I can, and I don't want to hit it. You've been spared. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I have 4 more stacks left. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna leave 1 stack behind just in case I need to craft something else. But I can basically make 3 more stacks of EFLNs, and then I'm gonna have to figure something else out to get more gunpowder. Um, but yeah, for the gunpowder, I have a lot of broken spawners from when I go mining. So ideally, I could use Ender IO. I think it's called a soul binder. Yeah, there we go. So using a soul binder, you can convert the type of broken spawner. So ideally, I could change um, these 5 broken spawners into creeper spawners, which could be interesting. I definitely think that's a good idea. Or I think it's called creeper essence. There we go. The stuff. So I can make seeds about it too. But I do think that this is slower and maybe more passive. So I think going with the soul binder and then making a mob grinder basically with those spawners is the way to go. The only thing is, oh, I butchered that word. Um, is that these things need power. And so I will need to dive more into Ender IO, which I think I'll do in the next episode. But for now, um, I'm just gonna keep mining, finish with these 3 stacks, and then we'll call it a day. I think, unless actually, uh, mm, yeah, still a lot to decide, I guess. But yeah, we'll call it a day. And we're back, guys. So this is what it looks like after the second batch. It doesn't look as if I did as much, or if it did as much damage to this area, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's a lot more, as I said earlier, it's a lot faster than um, just mining by hand. So it's definitely a W, but I think that's all that I can do today. I don't really have any more gunpowder or enough to like do another session. Like I think I have 2 here, and that's pretty much it. So we'll have to build the creeper farm next episode to really get more sorry, get more I'd say mining, but it's not really mining. Explosions, I guess, into this area to really get it all out. But before I leave you guys, I want to check on and I don't have the Dinopedia, of course. I want to go check on our 2 Pachycephalosaurus, just because it's been a minute since I haven't checked on them, and one wasn't eating earlier, and I didn't get the message for it. So now I'm just nervous that they're just gonna starve to death, and I'm never gonna know, and that would make me a terrible owner, I guess. So we'll go check up on those, make sure they're okay, and then we'll call it an episode. I still, it still feels weird to look at this without shaders. Actually, I'm gonna put them. Nah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it feels weird. It feels like a completely different area, without the shaders. Like this area, especially. Maybe even from up here. Like this looks not completely different, but definitely, it's definitely a change. Um, yeah, let's go check up on those guys. And also, I'm thinking I will add another mod. It's more of a storage mod. I forget what it's called, but it just gives you bigger chests or chests with more um, area in them. Oh, are they both here? They are. Oh, would you look at that? So it's starving. Well, it's not starving, but it's hungry, but it's sleeping. So I guess it's okay. This one as well. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna feed them some leaves from right over here. You can already see that I took some away last time, but I think this should be enough. I don't know if I have to wait. Oh yeah, here's the redstone. It's pretty straightforward if I can get up there. But yeah, just a bunch of repeaters going into blocks that are powering those guys. And it just goes all the way around. Um, yeah. So I still don't have names for these guys. So if you guys want to give me some names in the comments down below, go ahead and do so. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it an episode. So I'll see you guys next time. See ya.